Hi everyone, and welcome to day 65 of the 100-day project. Today I'm going to do, it's going to be 3 envelopes. We're going to decorate them and do something with them. First I'm going to start off by popping this one onto this one. So we'll just leaving, it's probably a 1/16 of an inch so that it can fold over nicely. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Again. Just leaving, well, we better shut that one up too. That's the middle one. Shut the middle one up. So that's that one. And then just a tiny weeny little piece down there like that. Now this idea, Wendy did do similar with 2 envelopes, and she on Wendy's Journal Adventures, and she cut one in half that did a flippy outy type thing. I'm just popping some glue down here just to keep that flap down, and I'll do the same on this side. See how it opens up? So we just open it like that, shut it up like that, I mean. Okay, so now we have, and this is a new thing I did, I put 3 big magnets. I think you can probably see them. No, there's 4. Yeah, big magnets there. And now my pin sits on the side. I did it on one of my other ones, my smaller bottle, with just a little one up here. But this one works really well. So there we've got, it's going to open like that. Or it can open like that. Probably have it like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is cover this back one. I've got some papers from Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals. I pulled out her folder that I've got some of her bits and pieces in, and I'm just going to pull some pieces from here and just see what we can do. So it will be a bit of a collage and what have you in here, but I thought I might put this one down in here to start with, and I'd like to just have that a bit straight on the edge. Right, let's get rid of the cutters because they're clunky. I'm going to use my ruler and tear. So let's just, I started this video again because I did start it, and I didn't like how it was heading, so I ditched that video and decided to start again, as you do. If the first one doesn't work, for all you new guys wanting to do YouTube, just remember, you turn the video on and it's not set in concrete that has to be your video. Many a time I've got halfway through a video and thought, nah, this is rubbish, and stopped, deleted that, and then started again. So I'm going to do that piece there. So it's sort of a collage, but it's a, you know, we'll see what it ends up like. So I just want to put some glue down on there. I want it to be reasonably quick so that you don't have to really think about it. You know, you know, there's times when you need to sit down and you need to plan everything out and work out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and then there's other times where you just want to do it and not have to worry about, oh gosh, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? I'm going to leave a little bit of white there. That's cool. Yeah, so you just want to do it, basically. That's what I want to do today. Just do it and have fun. Got the kids coming this afternoon. I thought I was going to have a whole day to myself crafting, but nope. My daughter, her eldest boy, goes to his dad down in town in Adelaide. Well, as it's getting less frequent now that he's getting older, but it was his birthday, and his dad wasn't going to be there, but his nan, lover, she just she's not very well, so he likes to go down and see his other nan. He's a good boy, Zad Jackson. So I'm just going to put that across the bottom. This is the masking, painter's masking paper. I got it on eBay, or was it Amazon? No, it was Amazon here in Australia, so I was very lucky to find it, because I'd been looking before and it was only the brown, and I ended up getting 3 rolls of the brown, so which comes in handy. But this green is just beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I've got that, and then I just need something else in the middle there. It's not quite wide enough, so what if we just have just a little piece of that across there. So I hope everybody's well and fighting fit. Seem to be going okay here. There's no South Australia doing very well in the old COVID state of things, which is really nice to hear, isn't it? And just need to, where's my other little scissors? These other ones are here. Yeah, so then I just fold that back, stick it down, and you can see that there's a little bit hanging off, so we just knit that. So that's the inside, very plain. We'll see how we go from there. I just wanted to get that one covered up. Now on this side, I'm going to make this into a couple of pockets, this one. So I might now let's see. We'll rip it. So we'll go across like that, I think. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is cover these up, and then this side is going to be the tuck. Okay. So we might do that, can go down there. Or perhaps we'll do it this way. Yep. So I need to cut this. Now I probably should have done this before I ripped it, but I'll re-rip. I just put the glue on, and I'm probably out of frame a bit. Let me just double check where I've got to be. Oh no, not too bad. So that one. So what I'll do is just run that bead of glue down the edge here. And this is so we can slip something in the pocket, but we don't want this part here glued. So we will go to the top here and over there. We we've still got that little piece down the centre there to help us fold. Okay, and now I'm going to let me just do a little bit of a good. Such a pretty green. So it's sort of a light olivey green in real life. And just a little bit on that corner. Just overlapped a little bit. Beautiful. So then I'm just going to turn this over and line it up. Line it up there. And then I will cut down there again. No, I won't. I'll cover that first and then I'll cut it. So we've got it like that. That looks pretty, doesn't it? Let's see if we can do the same on the other side. By doing the same, you're not wasting all your papers, and you can always decorate it to look to be you know, a bit different if you want it different. So I will glue this part here. This tearing just saves you having to measure and get it all exactly right. And I mean, by all means, if you're a measurer and you want it to be exact and precise and, you know, get there and fluff over it, do, because there are things that I do that on. But if you want to do something quick and, you know, you still get the same result, basically, use your tear ruler. And there's no right or wrong way of doing this. So I'm just going to line it up down at the bottom here because that's where I can see better, rather than get my big buff head in your way. Okay, so there we go. We've got that all nicely glued down. Okay, so that's all nicely brewed. Oh, he's nicely brewed. He's just come in and said the coffee's brewing. Nicely glued down, not brewed down. Okay, so now we've got that. I might just, how about that? I can always decorate this front part, can't I? Might be the same base as the inside, but we'll decorate it to make it look different. Beautiful. So that's killed two birds with one stone. So now we have our front. Now I want something on that one too. Actually, that would probably go nicely. bit of a bluey green. Don't like that. So we'll just how much? Yeah, that's all right. I'm going to the piece that I've left the gap at the front. I'm going to put some lace on that, and so then I thought I might do the same on this. We'll go to the top. Using your stick glue too, you're able to, a little bit of wiggle room to move it if it needs to be moved a little bit. Okay. So we have, that's the inside, that's the front. We'll put some lace down there. And I went to, where was it? Big W here in, and these little rolls were $3. And there's, oops, 5 meters in them, and I've got white, off-white, and black. And the black might even look nice here. Ooh, I like that. What would it look like on the front? Perhaps we'll just wait a minute. I might just put a little bit of something down there just so I don't get glue all over everything, but I might just put the black down here. That just finishes there, doesn't it? So we've got that, that. Okay, where's my, I was out here. Let's get my, just ink it a bit. What I might do is I'll go and, I've used the antique linen. Oh well. That's all right, we're using antique linen today. A little bit subtle. I've actually ordered, it took me ages to decide. I've ordered some more vintage photo. I couldn't get any ink. Everybody seems to be out of the vintage photo ink, which is a bit annoying. So I bought myself a just a distress ink, but I've also bought an oxide, so we'll see how we go, and hopefully by the time they run out, I've got probably half a bottle of re-inker there. I'll buy another re-inker, and they might be back in stock. Just seems strange. I suppose everybody's using them. And so we'll just go around here, and I might turn this off and I'll finish re-inking, and then I'll be back with the decorating. So I'll be back with the decorating. Okay, I'm back. After inking this, my ink pad was really wet, and it's actually ripped here. So this side was okay. Oh, I've got so much stuff around here. This side was okay, but I thought I'll just reinforce it with some of the masking tape, and that will blend it all in together. So you can see that, you know, what do I do if something like that happens? You don't have to throw it in the bin and, you know, start again, so to speak. You can just run your, I'm just going to leave a little bit top and bottom, run your masking tape, or you could use washi tape, but because I'm using this masking paper, it is not tape, as a feature throughout, and I'm just going to run it up there as well. And I'll just grab another little bit. It comes in such a big roll. Brilliant. And it wasn't, I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't over exorbitant. I'm terrible if I want something, like something, I get it. I'll be in the poorhouse one day, I'm sure. But there we go. Life's too short. Too many get taken too young and don't get to enjoy what they want to do. So there we go. I'm just going to run that. Doesn't matter about this side because this will be stuck down to the page. Okay. So that's reinforced that part that was the problem, and I'm just going to do the same on this one just to get them all looking similar. And I'm not going to over embellish. I'll sort of talk about some ways that we can you know, pretty it up and do things to it, but I like to leave you hanging, make you use your brain. How would I do this? How would I do that? You know, I'll give you some ideas, and then I like people in my classes when I teach the girls you know, how to make cards and different things. I'll quite often not embellish or not tiss up a card. I'll just do the basics, and then you know, they'll say, oh well, we could do this or that, and I think, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. You know, they can use their own imagination to just sort of finish it all off and bring it all together, and then my job's done to help you get your creative juices flowing. Oh God. She's a bit weird today, isn't she? Okay, so there we have the very basics of the card. We've got the front, inside, then we've got, oh, that's what we need to do. When you put that down there, we just need a little bit of a cut there with the old scalpel blade, just so that it will fold. So there we have that one, and what I did here, I don't know if you can see, I've put the little punch. I used my, which one was that? Inch and a half today, and then I just, some of this paper, I just did a strip just to run down the back, because you could see all the paper from the inside of the envelope, and I didn't like it. So where did I put bits and pieces that I cut out while we were having coffee? I'm sure I brought them in. Yes, I did. Okay. So these are little bits from Tracy's Fragmentology, I think it is. So you could put little tags like that in there and just have a little bit poking so that you've got, you could make up very elaborate tags like that. So you've got your little tags, you've got your writing space here. Did I say I had a magnet there so that I would not lose my pin? Oops, a daisy. There we go. Okay. Yep, so you can write on there and there. And then you've got your little journaling cards in there. You could put a tag or something on there. I'll just cut here. I did the tickets and I just want to cut across there with my postage stamp thing. Okay. You could fold those over and have them as a little tag to pop up. You can put bigger tags in there. I've got no room here. You could put bigger tags. Where's these? These are Tracy's and Andrea's from the Fragmentology kit. So you can put a bigger tag there, and that's got, pardon me, that's going to look fine there, sticking out over the top. You can put another one at the back so that they, you know, you don't see the back of the tag. Now this one, you can use it, so I've done these to go at the top. And this one, I think I might do, slit it down the middle. Oh God, just bear with me a second. Okay, what I did was just stitch down the, roughly down the centre, it's not the centre, and I've just made 2 pockets. So you can see it's definitely not down the centre, but that's fine by me. So you can then pop another tag in there. I've got some of these. I don't know how these would go in there. These are the ones that I'm doing with the 30-day challengey thing. They're going to be a bit big, but you can get my drift. You know, you can pop those in there. Now you definitely need to, and I might make it a bit deeper because oops, there-ish, because they can't come right up to the edge, because it won't fold over if it does. So see this one, or one of these, either one, quite easily you could have a beautiful big tag. Actually that would look nice as the front, wouldn't it? But anyway, so you've got your 2. So this one's going to go over here like this. We could even put a big tag like that on there. Oh, I like that. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I like it. So I'm just using art glitter glue. And you could, you know, not stick this down. You know how I always say I don't stick everything straight onto the page. I leave somewhere in case I want to do a tuck. Quite easily, that could have been a tuck. So there we go. That's the front. Oh, I like that. And then you need something to come out the side. Where are those other ones? some that I did on the other. See, something like this could even, although if I put it in that way, then you've got the neutral end coming out. So depending on the size of your page, so they could go in there. Get in there. We've got journaling space here. We were going to put just looking through where I put some of my bits from the projects. No, there's nothing in that one. But that's all right. Oh, do you know, I just had a stupid idea. Put Mother coming out. Oh, God, Janette, you crazy woman. Yeah, so you get the idea. I mean, you can put anything, because this one has got that little, you know, and that can be sitting up like that. These little tags can come in there too. You could put a couple of those in there. So it's limitless to what you can do. You could use your stamp pads and put some stamps onto the pages. They are probably a little bit big, I would think. But you've got the basics of the project, and now it's up to you guys to decorate as you want. So actually that looks nice, doesn't it? The little bits hanging over the edge there. You can put it over that side. Probably a bit bulky. Back in your little pot holder, there you go. Yeah, so I think there was, you know, even the papers that, the collage papers, you know, cut them down to just pop like a postcard effect in there. Cut that off. We could cut that off, say, across there. Tuck that in. And I've done this onto cream cardstock. This, I've printed it on. So you've got that. And just a little bit hanging out. Where's that one? Perhaps we'll swap. No, they're both too big. Yeah. Like it a bit like that. Yeah, like it like that. Then you could have like a little tab on there. You could do your little whale tail like I've done up the top there on the side. And then your bigger tag you could put in there. I do like, you know, ephemera like that coming out. I can put a put a didn't end up using the lace, did I? See how you change? Well, I do. I change my mind all the time. I always decide to do something entirely different from when I first start out. And if I come back tomorrow and look at it again, I'd try something different again. So it's all up to the way we interpret things, isn't it? How we see things on the day. That's a fairly busy background, but they just, to me, tone it down a bit. So whether that's everyone sees it like that or not, I don't know, but and then perhaps let's see, what will we use? Whoops. No, that's a bit too. Yeah, that's fine. Now to tizzy it up a little bit, you could put a little eyelet, and I'll put it on this side, I think. So, and it really depends. I mean, if I was doing this for a specific album, I'd probably have more of an idea of what I really wanted to, how I really wanted to decorate it. But because I'm just doing it as a, oh, they look cute there, don't they? As a demo and nothing really, let's do the small one. Nothing really in mind for it, except it will go into a, perhaps a journal that's, what do they call it, eclectic, where everything's different. Or it might just sit in my little ephemera drawer. Now I think I might just do a little bit of that across there. Like so. That's pretty. It won't cut it. God, I don't know. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a little piece of this. And pin, and have I got? A little rose, a little rose. No. No, it's the same. That's a bit big. Oh, let's just put a little dragonfly there. That'd be cute. Just in the lace. Whoops, no, in the dragonfly first. Then in the lace. And then in the eyelet. There you go, that's just a little bit hanging there, and that tone brings it all together. Like so. Okay. And I could do the same up there, but I'll leave that one at the minute. Now, what do I have on there? Butterfly. Sometimes these things, they sit really well, and other times they give me jip. And sometimes they sit with the pin part at the top better than at the bottom, and other times it's the other way around. Good job, the butterflies are the same, or the dragonflies are similar on either side. So there we go. Now I hope with all my rambling I've given you some other ideas of how to fill it up, but there's the basics. You could have a pocket here, and one of these could be a little pocket. I think they all go, yeah, they all go up, but you know what I mean. We could have a little pocket like that, and then have one going in that way, decorated up. And we could put all the little bits of ephemera in there. So there we are. That's the inside, middle, and the front, or middle, front, whichever way you like to do it. I think I like it that way. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a bit of a muddle through, but I really like the end result, and I haven't done a lot with envelopes, and I quite like that one. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you. Happy crafting, and bye for now.